everybody, and welcome to the B&B Tavern Show, Tavern Talk, where we take extraordinary people of extraordinary measures to make imaginary friends with stats and numbers. It's your friendly neighborhood storyteller. With me today, oh my god! How can we even get more hype than this? I'm screaming. We probably peaked the audio. I need to take this to audition right now. But before we take it to Adobe Audition, we gotta take this to an extreme level of excitement with introducing our amazing guest. I'm gonna let her introduce herself and get excited with me. Hello!
Hello, 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 hello. Hi, this is Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, and I'm a silly person that does voices and directs people and sings sometimes.
Oh my god, we have Mary. Our day just got a lot more merrier, cheerier, and superior.
Superior.
Ooh, there we go.
Ooh.
Fancy words. So, Mary, for the three people in the world that don't know who you are, why don't you just give a little, description about yourself? Tell them how amazing you are and just how kick-ass you are as well.
Well, let's see. I was born in New Jersey. That's going to take too long. I'm a voice actress on all kinds of stuff. I just recently wrapped up Star Wars Rebels as the evil Governor Price. Long live the Empire. I'm on Steven Universe as intrepid reporter, Dynamite Watkins. I've got a lot of new stuff that I can't quite talk about yet, which is really fun. I'm also mostly a voiceover director. I direct Tangled the series and Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz and Pen Zero Part-Time Hero and 4 more shows that I can't talk about because they have not been announced. I also sing. I know, NDA, damn you. And I'm the singer for a game series called Star Wars. Haha, I wish. Silent Hill.
Whoa.
So, so that's real fun. So I get around. I also play Zara on Critical Role, I did in when Vox Machina was around. And I'm sure Zara is somewhere in a library studying something at the moment. But she's always whipping a tail at someone. You know our Zara.
Most likely Will's character as well.
Yes, Kashaw. Well, we're having babies now, so who knows?
Oh, that's right. That's going to be interesting. Human tieflings.
I know.
Oh,
how fun
okay.
is that?
Oh my gosh, I could critter all over the place right now, but we're here. We're here for a different purpose. We're here to tell.
Don't do it.
I won't. I'll hold it back.
You'll crit your pants. Don't do it. Don't crit your pants, kids. Don't do it.
Public service announcement for all you critters out there.
That's right. Pants. The more you know.
All right. Well, I mean, either way, the excitement's here. We're telling a news story. We are here on D&D, so obviously we are gonna do character creation as we do with all our guests. But why don't you go for like a little bit of background on your RPG experience? Because it definitely goes beyond Critical Role. You have a couple of like RPG like table fantasy stuff that you're playing right now, actually.
Yeah, the Star Wars Rebel cast is playing, I think it's called Legends of the Galaxy. And we play with Sam Witwer as our DM. And we got Freddie Prinze Jr., Vanessa Marshall, Taylor Gray, Steve Bloom, and myself. And I play a big, dumb woman with a gun who has no accent. I don't know why I did an accent. But our home game, called the Plunder Monkeys, and their adventures in Philandria, has Brian Foster, Jen Muro, Shiloh Strong, Brian Foster, Logic, our fabulous Bobby Hall, Steve Bloom, and every now and then we get Ashley Johnson to come and sit in with us as well. So it's great. What was fun about Critical Role is I started off with something, I wanted to be a magic user, but I thought I'd start off with something which I thought was the simplest, which is 3 spell slots plus some cantrips. So I went for a warlock. But in the home game, I'm a wild sorcerer. And she's sort of split personality. I played her in a one-shot that Sam Riegel was the DM for. And her name is Griffin Arundel. And Griffin's sort of based on the lady from The Crown, but her split personality is the wild sorcerer. And that's Jersey, right? Yo, how you doing? And she swears a lot. And she's great fun. So I like magic users. It's really fun to play.
I bet they are. Like, have you ever tried, like, doing wild magic? Like,
Yes, and I got the expanded table, so it's 100 choices instead of just 50. And our DM Larry has me roll on it all the time, and I've never looked at it. So every time I roll, I just look up the number, and so I've never actually looked at each one of the 100 different things that can occur. So I love Wild Magic. It's so much fun.
it is, and I love where you gamble things. There's no risk, so I love doing wild magic in general. I think the craziest thing I've heard was literally there was somebody who was doing they were a gnome sorcerer wild magic, and next thing it was first arcane missiles, and then turned into a pink basset hound for an hour.
Yeah, yeah. I had a beard of owl feathers for about a day and a half on ours until I sneezed, and then it finally came off. But I've gotten good rolls on it. I've gotten stuff that's actually been advantageous, and I know there's a potted plant one in there that you turn into a potted plant for a while. So I'm assuming that those will come out eventually. But right now, I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's just great. And I think one of my favorite things now is to roll a natural one. There's something so wonderful that happens. And it's the ultimate say yes to the exercise. I mean, natural 20s are great. I was supposed to have sex with a giant frog king in the last episode, but I talked my way out of it with a natural 20 as I dressed up to look like the goddess frog and did the whole thing sounding like Bane. So it was pretty fantastic, but I don't know. There's something about rolling a natural one where it's just like, I have no idea. It's so
Where's
much fun.
this gonna go? It sounds like you have
I
pretty good
know.
RNG though.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
so we need to
yeah.
take you like to a game of craps or something. Just get like those dice rolling luck out there. We could probably make
Mm,
$1 million.
Dude, all I do is roll sevens. That's all I do. Whenever I play craps, I roll 7, 7, 4, 7, and it's just bad. So
Uh,
don't bet on me for that.
all right, fair enough. Well, we'll bet on you for D&D, and we'll bet on you for telling a good story because we are here to tell that story. So I'm gonna run through a series of lists of questions that have stuff to do with like what's your favorite pizza, to what your favorite class is, to what class do you want to be and whatnot, and we're gonna go. Discuss, have intellectual conversations about what just the hell is this creature, and many, many
Okay.
other things. So I am excited to get into this. I'm excited to see what you created. So are you ready to go, Mary?
I am so ready to go. Let us do this.
Yeah!
Pow,
Alright.
pow, 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 pow.
Bam, 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 bam. I have like an air horn somewhere. I didn't turn it on. I should have been smart about this.
Oh, I have this.
What? Oh
It's a
my
fart.
god.
It's a fart blaster. We have them in our games. So
How? You just had that at
there.
the ready. Wow.
Well, we played this week, so there are two on the table. So I just grabbed one. You
Alright.
know.
Fair enough. Alright. Nicely done. Well, starting off with the ever knowing question, are you a boy, a girl, or other?
I am a girl.
Alright, you're gonna stick to your guns of what you know. I like that.
Well, I'm still working on that too. But yeah, for now, what I do know of being a girl, I'll use.
Fair enough. Good to know what current knowledge base you have. Now, with that being said, we have to decide what race you are. So, with that being said, I'm going to run down through the list of races real quick like an auctioneer, and then we're going to, if something catches where you're like, I don't even know what this is, we're going to go ahead and do that. So, starting off with this, are you an Aarakocra, an Ozimar, a Bugbear, a Dragonborn, a Dwarf, an Elf, a Feral Tiefling, a Furbog, a Genocide, a Gnome, a Goblin, a Goliath, a Half-Elf, a Halfling, a Half-Orc, a Hobgoblin, a Human, a Kenku, a Kobold, a Lizardfolk, an Orc, a Tabaxi, a Tiefling, a Tortoise, or Triton, or a Yuan-Ti?
I am a halfling.
Ooh, okay, so
Okay.
you got this. All right, so you want to be female halfling? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, knowing halfling the battle.
Oh!
All
They
right.
come in handy.
They do. Nicely done. I will
Thanks.
I will say that your character is proficient in
Wind.
gastric
Yes.
conveyances.
Yes.
We'll say. So now you are a a halfling. So now
Mhm.
well, I guess how short is your halfling?
Uh, what's the height range for halflings
That is
usually?
a good question. There's my PHP. So let's go ahead and pull this out. Da, 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 da. All
I know
right.
I got mine too.
Awesome. So with teamwork, make the dream work. All right. So
Yes.
let's see. Halfling would be
Small and practical, 3 feet tall.
26. Page 26. All right. So as a halfling, yeah, like you said, you could definitely be that. Or what would you like? Would you like to be an abnormally tall halfling?
No, I want to be an abnormally small halfling.
All right, so let's think about this realistically. Like, let's see. Maybe like 1 foot 11 inches.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, let's try that. I don't know if that's
Okay.
even legal because they don't say what's the min max range. They just say sort of what's the middle point, and I think like a foot and 11 might work.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Definitely not going to reach a bag of chips
Not without some serious help. No.
or magic.
Or magic. That's
Which
true.
leads us to our other question.
Mm-hmm.
What class are you? You know, you got your barbarian, you got your bard, your cleric, your druid, your fighter, your monk, your paladin, your ranger, your rogue. You got sorcerer, you got warlock, you got wizard, and then you have met, I believe, this new blood hunter.
Oh,
That we have
you know,
coming
I
up.
think I think she might have an issue with being so small, but she has very grand ideas of herself. She's a barbarian.
So she's got like a Napoleonic complex.
Yes.
Excellent. Oh my gosh. So she's a barb.
She's a barb.
Barb. All right. So a barb is pretty good. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I always play magic wielders, so I thought it might be fun to do the smallest rage possible, you know.
You know, they say the littlest things come in the biggest packages.
This is true.
All right. Well, okay, you're a barb, but what kind of barb are you? Are you like pure rage barb, or do you call upon the animals?
Um, I actually am going to call upon. Can I do this? I don't know if I can. Uh, okay, so somebody sent me two set of die, and one was of rainbow die, and one was of steel. So and nobody has claimed that they sent it. So I said, and then somebody drew because I said, I love them so much. I'm thinking of naming my next character Rainbow Steel. So that's what I want to name this chick. And I want her to be able to use. Can barbarians use like the power of rainbows, or that's probably not possible?
You
Or
know what? I'm a different DM. I like to homebrew the hell out of everything. So I'm going to
okay.
say yes.
So what if she was nature and she called upon the power of unicorns that just happened to fart rainbows?
Now we could we could do that. We could
Or
also or we could do this. We could have she's a barbarian from the Arctic, so she uses the power of the arcane energies of the aurora borealis
yeah,
to like surge into some kind of power.
I love it.
Awesome. As an LGBT plus member myself, I love the idea of rainbow steel. That sounds
Hmm.
perfect. And we could say she has a unicorn mount,
Yes, done.
or
Done.
or a unipony, which would make more sense. Maybe
Yeah,
like
or what's a miniature horse, a miniature unicorn.
that would be like a pony,
Yeah.
or she has like one of those like animatronic mall rides, which
What
would
if it's
be
a what if it's a unikitty that
oh
has rainbows? Rainbow
ooh
unikitty.
rainbow unikitty, tapping into that Cartoon Network copyright. I see. I like that.
Well, they didn't do it first, but
That's
maybe
true.
they did. I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't know.
know. I knew it got super popular with Lego. Just like all of a sudden when the Lego movie came out, it was just like Unikitty nonstop. And now she has like her own show on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, or it could be like aren't there birds of sort of rainbow colored birds? What
You
if
mean
she
like a
wrote something like that?
peacock?
Yes.
Ooh, a peacock. I like
Hmm.
that. A peak
Okay.
like a rainbow peacock, so it accentuates more colors.
Yes.
So like we could say it has like the normal like rainbow designs of the peacock tail, and then because of the arcane energy and the rawness of it, it is a sort of like lava lamp color changing peacock
Yeah, that can actually fly.
that
Like,
can actually fly,
yes.
legitimately fly. And because you're a barbarian, you have natural armor, so you don't have physical armor, so you might be
Mhm.
light enough to even kill them. Because like what? How much would you weigh if you're like a foot 11? You wouldn't weigh that
Not
much.
too much, probably about 35 pounds.
35, 40. I was thinking in that
Yeah,
range. Yeah. Very
because
very good math of you.
no, because, well, I cheated. They said that a halfling that's about 3 feet tall weighs usually around 45 pounds. So
Hmm.
if she's a foot less, probably like 30 or
30.
so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could balance out because you did say she's very powerful and strong, so maybe those muscles apply to a little more like, a little more meat in her bones, be able
Yeah.
to, just like Now,
Arg.
arg. Now, like, how old is she?
She is 15.
Okay, 15. That's a very young one.
She's young.
All right. Is this as far as she can grow, or is this something like a growing halfling?
I think this is as far as she can grow.
Oh man, like that's wow. All right, I can feel her pain and the shortness. How tall are you, Mary?
5'8". I'm pretty
Oh,
tall for a girl. So yeah.
everybody's taller than me.
Well,
It doesn't matter. I'm 5 foot even. Okay,
awesome.
I'm just a little teddy bear. Uh,
Oh,
uh, now what alignment is she?
she is, I think, lawful good.
Lawful
She's
good.
gonna, yeah. I play pretty like my wild sorcerer just went from chaotic good to chaotic neutral. So I want to play a good character.
You want to be a good guy or
Yeah,
gal? Good
good
good gal.
gal.
Good gal. Who baits up people to save the world.
Yes.
I like this. We could say like she's like the guardian of like this village of polar bear folk.
Yes.
Ooh, I like this already.
I like it too. And when she gets bored, she goes around and paints all the polar bears in rainbow colors.
oh, 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 these is like this. Oh my gosh, Mary, I knew I was gonna have a good time with you, but I didn't realize it was just gonna be the most adorable thing.
It's the rainbow architecture.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Protector of the polar bear herd.
Yes.
Um, and they just kind of accepted her as one of her own. Like
Yes.
she has like sort of like white coats and whatnot, and they just thought she was one of their cubs that was just
Hmm.
able to carry a really big freaking weapon.
Yes. Yes.
They were like, I don't
And
care. She's got Coca-Cola. It's cool.
and the warhammer is two sort of ice blue chunks of an iceberg that also radiates the colors of the aurora.
Whoa! So it's got so it could be um, like a frozen like icicle warhammer where it's like
Hmm.
the end of like the stalactite of a icicle is like the flat
Yes.
side, and there's like an arcane stone that keeps it contact together, and
Hmm.
it's like it's like a crystal ball that radiates rainbowness. I like this.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, we're making like a whole new like subclass.
I
It's
know.
it's like path of the Arctic. I'm liking
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna put this into DM notes and see if we can sell this. This is gonna be good.
I
Chris,
love it. I love it. I love it.
Chris Perkins, if you're listening, and I
I
know
love you, Chris.
we love you, Chris, and I know you follow me on Twitter, so you better freaking, I don't know, whatever. You're too cool for a lot of people. But we still love you. Let's see here. Okay, so so naturally stealthy. That makes sense. So you're able to hide
Hmm.
behind all the glacier caps and whatnot.
And especially if I've got that white robe on, I can just hobbit it up with like an elfin robe and just sort of cover myself in it, and I look like the snow.
Oh, what if she What if she's like, because she like wraps herself in a robe and puts a hat on and pretends it to be a snowman?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So
Uh,
she always has a carrot with her.
yes. So it's like,
Some for the polar bear and some for her disguise.
so she'll have like an arcane cloak, and it's like Cloak of the Snowman.
Yes. I love it.
Oh my gosh. I hope, I would love to do a one shot with you, and I would love to give this character a spin. I think this would be so fun.
I do too. I think she'd be really fun to play.
I I'm having a ball. Oh my god. Anyways, so now we have that. So now, I think we got to think about like, okay, so I'm gonna ask. So the common core 6 stats that apply for everything else.
Yeah.
I assume like we're gonna give her. Do you want to give her like the folk hero background? It gives her proficiency in animal handling, which would make sense because you commune with the polar bears, and the polar bears
Yeah.
growl growl. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so folk hero. We'll say obviously she's super freaking strong.
Yeah. Yeah. Like unbelievably strong, especially for her size.
Okay, she's super strong. Is she athletic? Like very dexterous?
Yeah. She can roll like a cannonball and bowl people over. So she's real good.
What?
And she's also really good on ice. She doesn't slip on it because she's been living on it her whole life.
That's very true. She also could be like a professional like ice skating dancer.
Yes, she could. Triple sow cow, mother.
It just goes into like a triple axle spin into like a swing
Yeah.
with a hammer. And
Oh my
knock it
God,
out.
I love it. Yep.
She's great. Is she wise? In the sense of like, is she very self-aware?
Of
Like her surroundings. Like
Oh yeah.
this
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
like her perception and
Yeah, I think
okay.
she'd be pretty high in nature, So she would have
Yeah.
she would be pretty wise.
Okay. Is she very intelligent?
Yeah, well, she's 15. I think she knows a lot about her world, but not a lot about anything else, really.
Yeah. She's not Grog. She's she
No.
understands stuff.
Yeah, she definitely understands stuff. So I think she has, yes,
Like
yes, high.
middle of the road smart.
Yeah, like a 12 or something. That's
Yeah.
high though.
And she's
Like
also
10.
fit so and she's also 15. So obviously she knows everything.
You know it.
Yes.
And she will tell you over and over and over again while she does her nails.
Yeah, but no, I'm right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, "Do you want to argue about it?" And she's like polishing her ice hammer.
Hmm. That's right.
Oh man. Now is she very charismatic? That's probably one of the
No,
questions. All right.
not really. She hasn't been among people all that often. She's been off with the polar bears.
That's you can still like you still gotta be a pleasant person to the polar bears. They're still animals.
Yes. Yes, she is. She is, but I don't
Definitely
think
not
that's
a
her
people's person.
highest.
Yeah.
Probably not a good with people.
No.
No, because she knows everything and that can really get annoying sometimes.
Yes, absolutely. Or very useful because she actually does know a lot about survival. So if like there was like a group of travelers, they were like, I guess we'll keep up with her. We're alive now. May as well.
Mhm. Yes.
I like this. So Path of the Arctic. I gotta craft that stuff. That's super amazing. Oh my gosh. Now she's got to have like I guess an explorer's kit or something along the lines of that.
Yeah, I would think an explorer's kit, or an adventurer's. Is there a difference?
Not to my knowledge. I don't think there's a huge significant difference. I think there might be a little bit of difference in days of rations and stuff like that.
Okay.
But nothing too dramatic.
Okay.
And then let's see. I think. Okay, so Ice Hammer, pretty freaking stoic. Does she have any other kind of weapons as well, though, for like knives, for like hunting or whatever?
Yeah, she's probably carved out some stuff from. She's found some woolly mammoth tusks in the
Whoa.
snow, so
Oh.
she can wield those and she's sort of whittled them down into like rapier, not what's the curved swords?
Like a. I think that's what. Like, it's like a
Oh, I can't think of the
scimitar.
name. Like a scimitar, like a woolly mammoth scimitar.
Oh my gosh! It could also be like one of those things where she took out the tusks and she kept like the pointed edges, and she uses
Mhm.
that like as a climbing thing. So
To
she's
help her
sending.
climb.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And she's also got some for her shoes too, so she can stick her feet in as she goes up the ice,
Oh
right?
my gosh! Yeah. So that would give her. I would say like with mammoth shoes, she would like have proficiency in athletics and stuff like that, like wall
Yeah.
climbing. All right, cool. I dig this. Holy smokes. This is the best character ever. So, with that, is her name Rainbow Steel or does she have a real name?
Um, well,
Like does she live with her family or she just live with the polar bears?
she lives with the polar bears.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
They call her Bitty.
Bitty
Bitty.
Bitty Rainbow Steel. I like that.
Because she's a little bit of a thing.
Aw. But like anybody tells her, it's like, oh, you're a little itty bitty, like she was like, I'm gonna freaking kill you.
And I know. Don't you call me little.
Aw. How precious. Oh my gosh. Well, I think with that, I think we've made this character
Yeah.
fully like this is I've never usually gone down the homebrew route of things, but man, let me tell you, that's freaking satisfying. I'm pretty excited. So just because this is the part of the show where we go, there's two things left, which is one, improv skills tested, story time. What is the story of Itty Rainbow Steel?
Bitty Rainbow Steel. Well, she was her parents were in a wooden ship that got lost at sea and got pushed towards the Arctic. And when the ship crashed on the icebergs and landed, the baby was found by the polar bears. But she was so cute and tiny that they thought, well, that's not much of a meal at all. And so they kept her. And one of the polar bears named Luna said, I'm going to keep her as my own, and raised her. And that's why she knows so much about the polar bears and the Arctic and everything else. And she lives with them and protects them from evil things from the Palin tribe that comes and tries to kill them, like she does the wolves. Evil Palin tribe.
Ooh, and like elephant seals as well.
Yes, other natural dangers as well, but there's definitely a tribe not too far away.
Ooh,
Uh,
hunters.
sh yeah, bad, mean hunters, and she likes to go sledding with the penguins, and
Oh.
she hears tales of giant penguins called emperors, but she's never seen one.
Ooh, so do you think with all the arcane energy, she has the ability to speak with animals?
Yeah, I do. I think if she was
Okay.
raised by polar bears, then she definitely knows how to speak polar bear.
Okay, so she's able to speak with animals then. We'll say she's able to actually physically talk to her cuz for the
Okay.
fact that she's able to survive that long without understanding a word of common, but that would be crazy.
I know. But she likes to sneak around and watch what the hunters are doing. So she sneaks around and listens in on the Palin tribe
Ooh,
and learns their ways.
what? Oh my gosh. Has she killed anybody from the Palin tribe like to protect her polar bear
Yes,
herd?
she has, which
Oh,
just
okay.
means they've had to be on the move, which they've been trailed by the Palin
Oh,
tribe for some time.
oh, Snapple. Okay, cool. With that being said, what would you say is as a voice actress? What would you give this voice to her?
Well, I think it would be kind of sort of up in there, uh, just because she's so tiny. She always sounds like she just took an inhale of helium, but she has, so Bitty Rainbow would have a little tiny kind of a voice up in there. But don't mess with her, man, because when she gets mad and when she starts to rage, you don't want to be at the other end of that mammoth boot.
Oh
I
my
wish.
gosh. Oh my gosh, I love her so much, and I love you, Mary, for coming on the show. Thank you so much for coming on. I had a blast with this.
Oh, this was so much fun. Thank you. We should definitely do a one shot. We should get all like Zach and Grace and everybody. And
yes.
Do a one shot.
Let's do a Steven Universe one shot. We'll get you. We'll get Grace. We'll get Zach. We'll get
Patty
Mackenzie.
Lapone. I'm sure Patty would love to play.
Oh my gosh, that would be so freaking.
She would be amazing, though.
I think she would. We could definitely get Mackenzie though. She's in charge of the Steven Universe podcast and friend of the show as well. Wait. Yeah. Oh my gosh! I just realized we did actually complete our Steven Universe bingo. If we count the free space in the bingo card, we got our Steven Universe bingo. Thanks to you.
Bingo!
Oh my gosh, we're a winner! Yay! Well, we were a winner either way, but that being said, Mary, where can people find you on the good interwebs so they can know of your amazing journey and progress?
You can find me on the series of tubes on Twitter at Mary E. McGlynn, McGlynn. I also have a website, maryemcglynn.com, and you can see all my photography and stuff there because I love shooting pictures of the stars and nature and stuff.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, my Facebook page is private. That's just for my family and my friends. But I am on Instagram, but not all that often. But I'm there I think it's Mary Elizabeth McGlynn is my Instagram. I need to get more into that, but since the election, I've really been on Twitter all the time, so it's all good.
Protecting the right side.
That's right, as much as possible. By that, the correct one.
We need, like I said on Twitter one time, we need more Dragon Slayer arrows because that was fire.
Oh, that was some good stuff. I
love it so much. And speaking of amazing people, special thanks to. If I can find the frickin' name, Alyssa. Thank you to Alyssa Gentile, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
I love her.
She's amazing. Speaking of kick-ass women, Alyssa, thank you so much for helping connect with me and Mary. Mary is such a wonderful person, and I bet you are too. You're doing a great job, buddy, and I'm rooting for you all the way. But with that being said, if you like this show, please like, comment, and subscribe. You can also follow us at @BNB_Tavern on Twitch. We are moving there a lot, but we still do Tavern Talk here. Please check out our sponsors. Thanks to Dark Silver Forge, Gameplayware, Cognitive Merchant, and Torchlight. If you use the promo code BNB Tavern any of there, you can get 30, 15, free shipping, or a really amazing discount. There as well. So we have a lot of that stuff. You can check that out. With that being said, I think we pretty much covered everything. So with apart from that, we will see you. Me and Mary will see you down in the South in July as well.
Woo-hoo!
I will be selling a table of D&D goods as the Manchester's Magical Menagerie because of Cognitive Merchant and Torchlight. They're both from Manchester, United Kingdom, but U.S. rep here. Whoop whoop, go USA.
Yay.
But either that, and then she will be there signing all your amazing things and taking selfies if you ask her politely with a please and give her, like, I don't know, candy or like some delicious wine of some sort, something good, something delicious. What will you barter with selfies?
Dice, Skittles.
Oh,
I love Skittles and Slim Jim.
Too.
Yeah.
Okay, I will.
Got to get the protein in there, you know.
Does a custom dice bag work for you?
Oh yes.
Okay,
that's
cool.
Crazy though. That's crazy generous.
Cool. We'll talk about that later after the show. But in that case, we will see you guys in the next time. Goodbye.
Yay! Goodbye.
Bye.